Well, hey everybody, it's a beautiful day. It's about 75 degrees Fahrenheit, which should be about 20 degrees F, I think. 25 degrees F. Anyhow, this is the first time we're really going to dig in and look in. I'm going to call this the swarm hive. This is a hive that I have that the bees died coming into the winter, last winter. And I just had left the equipment here because no sense in really moving it or horsing with it too much. So just as a brief recap, so I came back in here a week or two ago, and I was planning on robbing these boxes if they had anything worth robbing. And I found what appeared to be a working colony. And so what we're going to do today is a few things. First off, confirm, colony health and all that regular stuff check, right? But you see, like this janky old frame, it's no good. It's no good. I'll throw it away. Not throw it away. I mean, we're gonna clean it up, but some more nasty nests. Hook that in the brush. So the bees are capable of doing a lot of cleaning and redding up, right, on their own, but that's probably more what they're wanting to work on. So I did bring some extra frames. So we'll give them these extra new frames instead of asking them to do all their regular bee things and clean up all that nastiness. We'll just go get some, some new unused frames for them and make their road a little bit easier. And instead of putting them all in at once, I'm going to leave a few out so I can get that space, because now I want to do is kind of basically an inspection. So here they've got some food. It's shiny in there, right? That's a good sign. Don't love that wonky comb, but I'm not gonna ask too much of them right now. They are drawing some beautiful new comb in these boxes, in these frames. See all that, how light and white that is, that wax, that's so beautiful and new. They're also filling that with nectar. Whatever's blooming is giving them something to work with. So now, in addition to that, and we'll do some cleaning like that when we find it. Now I want to see if we can find the queen. If I can find her, I'm going to mark her. And I've been thinking about what color. So I have three colors, red, white, and blue. Oh, see there? There's eggs and larvae in this. So queen's present. And so I've come down to the idea that if I find the queen and I can find her and mark her, that we'll mark her white. This year's queen color is blue, and I do have a blue. Now I just got it actually in the mail today. But you might say, well, why would you mark her white if this year's blue? Well, she's not this year's queen. If she has a colony that has already swarmed, she's an overwintered. And if she's unmarked, it's just as likely that she's a feral or unmanaged queen. This is all honey again. But if she's marked, that means it's either me or my buddy Kenny's most likely. So anyway, that's a long way to get to tell you, if I find the queen today, I'm going to mark her white with white paint. This is another frame where they're just pounding nectar in it. So yeah, so we've got one more frame worth looking at in here. I don't think we'll find her in this one necessarily. It's on the edge. It's another good nectar frame. So then what we'll do is kind of double duty. So we'll put the last frame in there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So we put it out to a 10 frame. Now we've got to get into the deep, because I didn't see the queen in the medium. Obviously saw the signs that she's present, sure. But let's get down in it, because I wasn't really even sure how I left this bottom deep going into the winter time, because as I told you, the colony that was in here didn't even make it to winter, let alone make it through winter. Some mouse nests in there. So I had because like I said, they didn't even make it to winter. I had just started using this as a grocery store for the other colonies that were present and surviving. So got some mouse detritus. Again, the bees can clean it up, but anything you can do to help them with that, especially if it's something as nasty as an old mouse nest in there, go ahead and do that for them. All right, so got a lot of nastiness. I won't say finished, but started, cleaned it out for them. And we'll get some more of this nastiness out of there. And you might be thinking, I would just tell you ahead of time, this is not going to be a honey colony this year. This is just going to be a hey, do your best colony this year. With all this equipment that's been pest infested, I'm not really interested in that. Making this into a producing colony. We're just doing the look around here. My guess is the queen is still here. Like I said, I saw the indications of the queen. Where she is doesn't really matter. If I don't find her, I guess that's the last of it, right? If I don't find her, what do I do? Nothing. Don't worry about it. I'm just really curious to see if this is a queen from a managed colony. And yeah, okay. So you see Miss Red Dot Queen there. I don't know. That might be one of mine. I don't recall if I had any red dots, but Miss Red Dot is doing well. And like I've told you before, once you find what you're after, you can quit looking, right? You don't have to keep digging and disturbing here. This colony is a swarm from a managed colony. You saw a mudmark queen, right? Got some cleaning up in here. I don't mind doing for them. They've got plenty of food. The Red Dot Queen, even though she's now a 2023 queen, she's doing fine. So we'll put them all back together. And walk away from them. Anyhow, that was my first look into the swarm hive. Thanks for watching. Hope that was useful.